Hello, welcome back to the James Ram Reviews for yet another episode. And in today's episode, I have got a completely different movie review for you today, as I'm going to be reviewing for you a Japanese Netflix movie called Demon City. Now, before I get into how I feel about this movie, why I give it out of 10 and stuff like that, I will give a bit of context, obviously. So with this movie, I do remember watching the trailer for this movie called Demon City. I want to say, I can't remember if it was a month ago or whatever. Whenever it was, I really did think this movie was going to be a fun blast of a time. Just an absolute fun movie to watch that was just so crazy, cheesy and over the top. And so there's definitely all of that. And so, and that's the kind of thing is that, sometimes I like to watch a Netflix movie that is Korean or Japanese or whatever, so this was just a no-brainer to me, and I do like a bit of action in my movies, so there's a few things that just drew me to watch Demon City, and this movie came out, I'm pretty sure, last week on Netflix, and I'm just getting around to it now as I've just been catching up with the latest movies at the cinema, so now I've been able to catch up with the latest Netflix release, Demon City. So there's all of that. So what is this movie actually about? So without spoiling this movie, the best way you can describe this is pretty much this revenge storyline where this guy has to get revenge on people for doing him wrong. And there's a lot of consequences that come with that, the ideas of redemption and how far will you go to, protect what you actually mean and what you're actually set out to do, sort of thing. So there's definitely all of that. And so let me get into my thoughts of Demon City here. So for a movie that's I think it's meant to be an hour and 47 minutes long or something like that, this movie flies by. And as I mentioned, this movie, the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a fun blast, this is going to be an absolute fun time. And yeah, this movie is an absolute fun time here. If you're looking for some absolute crazy, bonkers, filled with blood action sequences, it just delivers it to you on so many levels and cylinders. However, I would say there is quite a few points where I can just predict and pinpoint what's going on, as this storyline feels like a combination, or it's like if you put Kill Bill and John Wick in a blender, and just decided to make a movie out of that. It feels like movies like that you've seen before, so definitely not the most perfect type of movie, and it did give me quite a few laughs, as there is some absolutely funny dialogue being said by these characters, and just the way that the main character goes out and the way he acts and the way he moves around, and it was all quite entertaining in that front. And yeah, I would say that this isn't a very, very emotional, sad movie. There is a few scenes, but I feel like this movie is as melodramatic as it comes, just so crazy, and you really do have to suspend your disbelief with this type of movie. Like I said, how crazy everything was, so overall, really, I would give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. It is very, very good if you want to pass the time and you're into these crazy action type of movies. So yeah, definitely would watch Demon City if you've got nothing else to watch right now. So yeah, that is my review of Demon City. That's probably the most simple, straightforward type of way I could have described this movie, and I will see you next time for another review on the James Ramblin' Reviews, whether we'll be talking about, we'll just talk about whatever movie that I see at this point. So yeah, bye. So yeah, that's my review of Demon City.